Hey, I'm leaving the dollar store now. As I was saying before I went in, I have to keep soda on hand at my home in a can. Whatever it is, it has to be in a can. Like, I have iced tea at my house right now. And I have Kool-Aid. That will have to be thrown out. Because, as you've seen, when I pulled out, law enforcement pulled out in front of me. They were letting me know that my home is not safe. That they are there and their little snitches are there that work for them, that do their dirty deeds, and they do and are dirty, filthy, stinking deeds. It's not safe. I'm not safe. I've almost died. And to find out law enforcement from being poisoned, from being drugged, highly drugged, low dosages of druggings to a point of high dosages, so I wouldn't see the changes in myself. So what they did over a long period of time, they would come in my home like a moment right now when I'm gone. They follow me when I leave. They know when I leave because they have cameras in my home. So they're prepared when I leave to be at my home and to follow me from my home. They've got GPS. Not only that, they've got GPS tracking location on my car. So they know where I'm at. They know how far away I am from my home. Not only do they have GPS, but they follow me to the stores. And they wait in their cars in parking lots, just parked, sitting, waiting for me to come out. So that's telling me whatever is in my home right now is not safe to eat or drink. Okay, what have we got here? That's kind of strange. Light. There's not the neighbors next door, they're criminal snitches. They were sent there. They're getting free housing to keep me under surveillance. But see, it's not surveillance when they go in your house and they drug you. It's not surveillance when they it is surveillance, but it's illegal surveillance when they've got cameras over your bed. And I'm telling you, these people have got cameras over my bed. They have explained to me about my bed, me in my bed, what I'm wearing in my bed, what I'm doing in my bed, what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, while I'm in my bed watching television. They have confirmed to me that they know this with fake accounts on Facebook. As I'm scrolling through Facebook, fake accounts are tracking me online because they've got my phone hacked. And it's law enforcement. And then somebody pops up, oh, I sure could go for a bagel right now. Yeah, with cream cheese. And I'm literally sitting there eating a bagel with cream cheese. I hope everybody likes my pink shirt that I'm wearing that I got today. I hope everybody likes it. I look at myself and I recollect that I'm wearing a pink shirt and I'm eating a bagel. Okay? I wonder if I should put it on the place of music. I like listening to whatever I'm listening to, whatever I'm watching. So they'll state, if I'm watching television, they'll state on a fake Facebook account, oh, I think I'm going to watch 90 Days Fiance. I think I'll watch that. Anybody else watching that? They'll talk to each other with fake accounts, confirming, reciting everything that I'm literally doing in my home in real time. Okay, where's the police now? It's very heartbreaking that the police are behind this. That I've got some dirty cops watching me naked inside of my home. And I don't know if this creek next door is watching the videos, but the police will not investigate it because they are the ones having it done. Their snitches are doing it. Their snitches are coming in and doing these things to me, so I will be forced to terrorize and traumatize to sell my house. And they throw trash in my yard. They start fights with me on my property. They camp out on my property. They literally come up to my house and sit on my property like they own it. I'll leave and come back home, and there'll be people sitting on the side somewhere on my property when I get home. I come home to them. And as many times as I've been poisoned, it triggers trauma in me because there's people that I don't know sitting on my property like they own it, and I've been away from my home. So everything in the refrigerator's got to go in the trash. I had to literally go and purchase soda pops in cans so I can have cold beverages safe to drink for my guests that are coming to visit me. I cannot give them iced tea or Kool-Aid or water out of my faucet, because not even that, because they came in and they've disconnected my water line from under my sink. They've injected it full of chemicals, and then they've reconnected it. So the literal water that comes out of the line, the faucet, when a person goes to get a drink of water, they're going to be getting toxic. So it's felonies. These are felonies. This is a surveillance. This is stalking, harassment. This is illegal cameras in my home. Are they selling it? Are they selling people pictures of my naked body? They've been doing this for years. What all have they passed around of me in my most intimate moments inside of my own home? I can't even go to the bathroom without turning the light off. I have to turn the light off so I can feel somewhat protected, because so I can feel somewhat covered up, not non-exposed, because they've got cameras, so many that my RF detector goes off everywhere through my home. And you know what? I leave, they bump my locks. They've got unlimited funds. They're using taxpayer funds to do these things to me. They tried to frame me for drugs, and it didn't work because I reported it. They didn't think I would report these things. What they were doing is they were drugging me, my food and beverage, to a very high level, and then they were planting drugs in my home simultaneously. They were framing me. They were trying to frame me, and that did not work. I reported them. I reported them to the Department of Justice. I reported them to Internal Affairs, and I fought back when I realized, I looked in the mirror one day and seen a dead person, seen somebody that was so skinny And so my nervous system was shot. I was completely out of it. This has been going on for years. I've had to investigate this myself. I've had to be my own detective, and I have gone through hell in doing so, but I've gotten to the bottom of who's behind it, and it is law enforcement. I'm not saying it's all of them, but there is some dirty, disgusting, evil law enforcement. Some people wearing the badges that don't deserve them. They are criminals. They're disgusting. They're evil. This is evil. I'm a Christian and I don't fear evil. But this is for court. When I left my home, what did I say was going to happen? What I was looking for. And then he pulled right out to let me know, I know you're leaving your home right now. To scare me, to intimidate me, to cause me trauma like I feel right now. When I come back home, have they been in my home right now? Do I have to throw everything that was not in a safe? Do I have to throw everything I didn't lock up in the trash? Am I going to sleep for 3 days if I drink a glass of iced tea out of my refrigerator? Or if I eat last night's leftovers? Am I going to be knocked out? Or am I going to be seeing double? Or am I going to be wired out of my mind? I never know. Because all three have happened. When law enforcement do not investigate crimes that you report that are being done against you, it's because they're behind it. I've had them laugh in my face. I've had them aggressively try to run me and my car off the road. Law enforcement. Serve and protect. Serve and protect who? Not me. I'm terrified for my freedom, and have also been afraid for my life. But as I said, I am a Christian. That's the only good thing that's came out of this, is I'm a Christian. I've turned my life over to God. So you know what? Even if they do poison me to the extent I don't make it the next time, if I get a hold of something inside of my home that they planted in my food or drink, I'm not afraid to die anymore. I'm a Christian, and I know when I die I'm going to go to heaven. But you know what? I'm not going to make it easy for them. I've quit locking my food up and taking it with me. I was taking it with me in a milk crate. I was literally having to load my groceries up and take them with me, just to go to the store to get some pop, to get some bread or a gallon of milk. To go grab a gallon of milk, I'd have to bring a cart of the groceries that I had stored in my refrigerator and my cabinets and take it with me. Because these cops are dirty. They're dirty. I'm not saying all of them, but you know what? From what I've investigated and what I've come up with, I will never trust any of them ever again. Ever. I do not want to talk to them. I don't want them on my property. I don't want them near my car. I don't want them pulling me over. I do not want to deal with them at all, because I know what they can do to you. And they can destroy you, and nothing will be done about it. They can kill you. They can poison your food and beverage, drug it up, and make it look like you had an overdose. And you know what? Nobody would ever question the heroes of this country. The big heroes. Well, they're not heroes in my eyes. Some of them, I'm sure they are. And they do go out there, they do fight crimes, and they do catch criminals. But you know what? They use those criminals to do their criminal work. Okay? They use leverage on the criminals that they do catch to commit crime for them. legally. It's legal whenever they go do dirty things for them, but it's a crime when they decide to do it upon themselves. So it's what you call a criminal snitch system, and people are falling over dead because of overdoses, because somebody didn't like them. Somebody wanted to buy their house. Somebody wanted them to leave the neighborhood. Somebody wanted them to leave the country. And you know what? Authority is authority. How dare you stand up to it? Okay? I'm very angry. I'm traumatized. That cop triggered me. Whether they probably haven't been inside of my home, but the goal was to trigger me and to make me think that they had. So whenever I go in there, if I finish off last night's leftovers, actually that's not going to happen. I'm not going to eat. Probably not going to eat dinner because I have guests coming tomorrow, and I don't want to be knocked out for 5 hours. Knocked out so hard that I can't get out of bed to go to my dad's grave. Okay, I'm going to go to my dad's grave with my family, the guests that I love and I've got coming, and I want to do that safely, and I want to do that coherently. I want to be able to go get out of bed. So there's this pizza place over here. I can't feed my family when they come visit. And I've even gotten a couple of pizzas that were iffy over here at Little Caesars. After I ate them, I was knocked out. Just laid out in my bed. Couldn't get up for 2 days. So I don't know if it was me or if they have got somebody planted in here, right over here, and they do that. They've got plants everywhere. Almost everybody that works in that pizza place is coming out of prison. They do the prison to society program. Little Caesars does. So they're criminals over there making pizza. It wouldn't be hard for somebody to say, hey, make her a pizza. If you know what I mean, make her one. So I can't cook for my family because I don't want them to be harmed. I can't buy from the restaurants around here either to feed them, because this is going on in my community. This has happened at restaurants. I've been followed into, and people that work in the restaurants get a text message. Stephanie's there. Make her a burger. You know what I mean? Make her a pizza. You know what I mean? They've got somebody to do this crap surrounding me. This is surrounding me. This has happened in areas that I wouldn't have dreamed could happen, but it did. It dang well did. I went to Taco Bueno. Went in to get some dinner. Looked to see who was cooking my food. If any of them were Mexican, which one of them was, the guy cooking the food. And I thought, oh, great. Great. Is this going to be safe for me to eat? Because they've used a lot of Mexicans to harass me and to stalk me at my home. I mean, a lot. So I go in, I get the food, I observe the people appearance, who's cooking behind the counter, and it was a Mexican guy. And guess what? When I got home, ate my dinner, not even 15 minutes after I was done eating, probably about 10 minutes, I was laid back and watching TV, and I started seeing double. Okay? So that's how serious this my situation is. I'm not safe. I've bought stuff off the grocery shelf. They follow you around in stores to see what you're buying. That's why they follow the TI to the stores. They want to know what groceries they're buying. So they'll come in ahead of you and place this tampered with item for you to grab off the dadgum shelf. And I'm not lying to you. That's even happened. That's not happened too many times because that's a little difficult for them to do. But it has happened. I went to this corner store down there to go in and get a 2-liter of Mountain Dew. All the people follow me around coming in and out of my house. What they're doing is taking inventory on what you're eating and drinking, and then they're placing these items in your home. When you leave and come back, they came in and gave you a different bottle of Mountain Dew, if you know what I mean. Well, this situation, I went to the corner store, did my routine. My routine was known. I was under surveillance so they could commit this felony against me. The surveillance is so they can commit felonies against me. It's not because I'm suspected of doing anything wrong. This is because they want to do wrong to me, and they're using surveillance, to do it. I walk in and grab a 2-liter out of the refrigerator at the store, come home and drink it, and guess what? I'm seeing double. I'm shaking all over. I'm thirsty, dying of thirst. I need water. I was thirsty to begin with. That's why I bought the Mountain Dew. After I drank it, I was extremely thirsty, as I have been every time I've been poisoned. I literally couldn't drink out of my faucets because I was already poisoned, so I wasn't going to touch anything else out of this house to eat or drink. And I had to run across the street to get something in cans. Something in cans. I got Sprite that day, and I almost got hit by a car running across the street because I was so thirsty and so drugged out, poisoned. The chemicals were having such a extreme effect on me that I almost got hit by a car trying to cross the street to hurry up and get over there and get me something to drink. These people are trying to kill me, murder me. I don't drink alcohol. I don't use drugs. If I end up overdosed in my house, somebody came in this house and they drugged me. This is for court.